Today we're taking a hammer to a massive financial myth. I mean, from the time where kids were basically fed this exact equation. Get a better job, get a raise, boom, you're rich. It seems like simple math, right? Well, what if I told you it actually just doesn't work that way? We're going to dive deep into the core concepts of the asset mindset and discover together how true wealth is actually built. So why exactly do high earners go broke? It's this wild paradox that trips up so many people. I mean, you've got doctors, lawyers, top corporate executives pulling in multiple six figures, yet a shockingly high percentage of them, some studies actually point to nearly half of all six-figure earners, are secretly living paycheck to paycheck. They're literally drowning in debt. And then, at the exact same time, you have folks with completely ordinary average incomes who just quietly build massive wealth over a few decades. The real difference between these two groups, crazy enough, it actually isn't their income at all. It is all about what happens after the paycheck arrives. Look, every single dollar you earn has a job to do. It can either make you richer or it can make someone else richer. And the kind of terrifying part, most of us unknowingly choose that second option every single day. So why do wealthy people consistently choose the first? Well, it has way less to do with their bank balance and, honestly, everything to do with how they view the world around them. Let's look at what we'll call the ordinary formula. You work hard, you earn more, you buy nicer things, and you repeat. At first, this feels like amazing progress. You finally get that newer car, the bigger house, maybe some luxury clothes, or those really expensive vacations. It feels like concrete proof that you're moving up in the world. But here's the catch. Many of these purchases don't actually put money into your pocket. They're actively taking money out of it month after month. Now, the wealthy formula, it completely flips the script. Work hard, buy assets, and then let the assets buy the nice things. And that brings us to the real definition of a liability. Basically, it's something that consumes resources instead of producing them. Think about a really expensive new car. It doesn't just cost you the sticker price, right? It needs fuel, it needs insurance, it needs maintenance, repairs, annual registration, the whole shebang. Every single month, that car is quietly reaching into your wallet and taking a little bit more. The exact same thing goes for oversized houses or the latest luxury gadgets. They continuously demand a slice of your income. Now, they aren't inherently bad, but we have to recognize that they are consumers, not producers. So, understanding this creates a huge, fundamental shift in perspective. Most people usually ask just one question before buying something. Can I afford this? And by that, they mean, do I have enough cash in my checking account to cover the cost right this second? But the wealthy, they ask something entirely different. They ask, will this pay me back? And let me tell you, that one simple question completely changes the trajectory of a person's finances. It's a total mindset shift that happens before a single dollar is ever spent. Okay, let's run a quick $10,000 thought experiment to see this in action. Imagine two people, and they each receive $10,000. The first person, they go out and buy the latest luxury watch. The second person buys shares in a profitable business. Or maybe they just invest in a solid, boring index fund. Now, fast forward 10 years. That luxury watch might be worth a fraction of its original price, or maybe it's just sitting, completely forgotten, in a drawer somewhere. But that investment, thanks to the historical power of compounding interest and reinvested dividends, it could have doubled or even tripled in overall value. Same exact starting money, totally opposite outcomes in life. And that investment is the perfect example of an asset. It's something with the potential to put money back into your pocket, increase in value, or create future earning opportunities. Now, to be clear, not every single asset is going to hand you massive returns on day one, but over time, assets have this absolutely beautiful habit of working while you don't. While you're sleeping, while you're on a beach vacation, your assets are awake and they are doing their job. Ultimately, it really just comes down to owning things versus owning income. This is the core difference between the masses and the wealthy. Most people, they spend their entire lives striving to accumulate more possessions. You see it all the time. Garages are absolutely full. Closets are bursting at the seams. Wealthy people, on the other hand, spend their lives striving to accumulate income streams. They prioritize cash flow over clutter every time. There's actually a profound irony in what our society values. Visible wealth, the luxury car, the designer bag, the massive house, that's what we naturally admire. We see it, we immediately want it. But true financial freedom, that lies in invisible wealth. You can't easily see someone's investment portfolio walking down the street. You can't physically see rental income arriving every month or dividends quietly landing in a bank account. So many wealthy people spend years building assets that literally nobody notices, while others spend years buying things that everybody notices. One creates appearances, the other creates true freedom. Now, building that invisible wealth is incredibly hard, mainly because of this massive psychological trap, lifestyle inflation. Every single time income increases, spending just creeps up right alongside it. A promotion arrives at work, and suddenly, the apartment needs to be bigger, the car needs to be newer, the restaurants need to be fancier. And honestly, nothing feels excessive at the time because each little upgrade seems so small and, frankly, well-deserved. But put them all together, and they consume nearly every extra dollar you just earned. That's exactly why a person earning twice as much as they used to can still feel completely, totally stuck financially. So how do the wealthy break out of this trap? Simple. They upgrade their assets, not their lifestyles. They purposefully interrupt the inflation cycle through delayed gratification. Instead of upgrading everything they own the very second they get a raise, they upgrade their assets first. They allow their investments to grow, to compound, and to strengthen, long before they dramatically change how they live. And history shows us time and time again that this ability to delay gratification is absolutely one of the strongest predictors of long-term financial success.
And what's absolutely fascinating here is that assets aren't just stocks or real estate. Personal assets are huge. Knowledge and education are incredible assets that increase your future earning potential for decades to come. Professional relationships and networking, those create unexpected opportunities that money literally cannot buy. Even good health is a massive asset. Healthy people often have significantly lower medical costs, way more energy, and higher productivity over their entire lifetime. So yes, you build financial assets, but you also build personal ones, ensuring your knowledge and your relationships are always working for you.
Now, we need to clear up a major misconception. A lot of folks think saving and investing are the exact same thing. They really aren't. Saving protects your money. Assets grow your money. Don't get me wrong, savings are absolutely essential. They provide a vital foundation of safety, your emergency funds, and give you incredible peace of mind. But if you just leave every single dollar sitting under a mattress or tucked away in a low-yield bank account, inflation is going to quietly and ruthlessly eat away at its purchasing power year after year. Money sitting still protects today, but money invested wisely, that improves tomorrow. But you might be wondering, why is it so incredibly hard to invest instead of spend? Well, blame biology. It comes down to what we call the dopamine trap. Our brains absolutely love immediate rewards. Scientists have actually found that just anticipating a new purchase triggers a rush of dopamine. That's the brain's pleasure chemical. It's exactly why online shopping feels so incredibly good. Investing, on the flip side, doesn't really give you that immediate emotional rush. Watching a retirement account slowly tick upward over 30 years just isn't glamorous. Our brains naturally resist delayed gratification. But training yourself to prioritize future freedom over temporary excitement is a real game changer here.
Now, let's be real. This doesn't mean rich people live like monks and never buy luxury items. A lot of them certainly do, but the sequence of events is what's completely different. The assets pay for the luxury. The assets have to come first. The income generated by those assets is what actually helps pay for the extravagant lifestyle. So instead of working themselves to the bone endlessly to support expensive possessions, they build systems where their money gradually works to support them.
Let's make this incredibly practical for you. Before you make your next major purchase, try running it through a super simple 3-step mental exercise. Just ask yourself. Number 1, will this increase my income? Number 2, will this increase future opportunities? Or number 3, will this require more of my income every single month? Look, there's no rule that says absolutely every purchase must be an asset. Life is meant to be enjoyed, right? Comfort and experiences definitely matter. The goal isn't to just stop spending entirely. The goal is to make sure that today's pleasures don't permanently steal tomorrow's freedom. If you take away just one metaphor from our explainer today, let it be this. Every single dollar is like an employee. You can spend it once and basically fire that employee forever. Or you can give it a job that keeps producing real value for you year after year. The wealthy don't just collect possessions, they collect producers. They collect assets that generate income, skills that increase opportunity, and investments that compound over time. Slowly but surely, those assets carry more and more of the financial load. And honestly, that is the true secret to why wealth always seems to accelerate for the rich.
So the next time you earn some money, try not to just immediately ask, what do I want to buy? Instead, challenge yourself.
Ask, what can I buy today that will keep paying me tomorrow? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Just a really quick reminder before we go, this is for educational purposes only and shouldn't be considered financial advice. Always do your own research or consult a qualified professional before making any investment decisions. Keep asking those big questions, and I'll see you next time.